it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Pittsburgh, 50 yards to mine. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he powers his way up past the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Sliding out of the pocket, looking for the end, and this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Let's make these babies hit the six.
First down, Murray. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Pollard, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Colts' 48-yard line.
Set, hut, 60 arm, 59, 22, jet, cover, 22.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tavecchio puts this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing is Jackson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jackson. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right, 58, right there. Watch the back, watch the back.
On 2nd down, Pollard, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. First down, and it's Pollard again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming. Double up, double up.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He gets it to Cooks. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Run for Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard, 28 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They find he can win every battle.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Running on first down, Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dante Fowler in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
The Colts take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson now. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shit.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And some room to maneuver. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Once more, here's Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
To throw is Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 31-7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Murray now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
It's Eckler again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He is going to find Hill here. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now here's Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Big stop, let's go.
Murray now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on to Vecchio to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Watch the screen. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running with Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Lights 59. Here we go. Check 52. 22, Jet, Palmer. 22, Jet, Palmer.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. On 1st down, Pollard down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Eckler. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.